Wargaming, and more specifically, the Wargaming or World of Tanks Discord is completely on fire, and they are all crashing out. The community's crashing out, and Wargaming is crashing out. Everybody is now posting their experience in this channel, and I'm going to go through it here because it's amazing. Now, in the beginning, it's going to be pretty much people getting shut down for trying to share my video, but about halfway through, we're going to get to the point where what multi-tiered loot boxes are revealed, and holy does everything just go nuclear. Welcome to Wattcord Crash Out Images Only Please, okay? The first image to set the scene. Please refrain from discussing this user, that user being me. His content is not allowed on the server. 49 nerd emoji reacts. To be fair, telling everyone chems doxes people when he makes it clear he would never do that is scummy as hell. So what does the mod say in return? Rules are rules. What's the rule? By the way, Wargaming, there is no rule about talking about chems. I dare you to put it in your rules. On your Discord server, let's say you have 10 rules, make an 11th rule. Do not talk about chems. Do it. I'm being 100% serious, because the situation is right now that if you talk about chems, you usually get a warning or whatever, but it's so heated and so on fire that people mentioning my name instantly get banned. So if you're gonna do that, put it in the rules. Anyway, next. Rules my ass. If you're gonna ban someone's name, then at least be truthful about it. Keep going and get banned. Haha, it's so funny. Let's keep going, okay? A valid argument is your biggest enemy. Truth nuke. You know, I'm not going on about him because I'm smart. You keep going on because you're not. I believe that's an ad hominem, where you're saying I'm smart and you're not smart. Why don't you address and actually answer why it's a problem, okay? But you just say, hey, rules are rules, I'm smart, you're dumb. No one's gonna believe you. No one cares. Quite frankly, there's this thing called fatigue, and people are tired of hearing it. So here, chems is a racist, homophobe, etc. Yeah, okay, buddy. It's 2025. These labels are kind of played out. No one cares. Person that was arguing with mods. Wait, let me get this straight. You want to portray me as a bad person, and you're gonna do it by saying I argue with mods? He also threatened them that he will DDoS them. No, I haven't. The only thing that I would have possibly done is jokingly say that. The thing is with these people, I don't know if I want to call them people, these robots. If you make an obviously satirical, over-the-top joke, they will take it 100% serious. Like, you guys know that meme, I could kill you. This is meant to just be like an over-the-top, you know, absurd, joking reaction to things. But they will take it 100% serious. Like, for example, if a mod does something that I find annoying or whatever, and I jokingly say back, guys, geolocate this mod, they will take it as 100% serious. Here's the thing, though. If you go to the police station and you tell the cops, I just killed someone, they might restrain you, but nothing will happen. You have to actually commit the crime for them to care. So don't talk about me doxing people if it never happened, okay? You understand? Okay, good. Next. Artillery is unfair and broken. You can dodge it. Well, this is actually a god tier response. Dodge this. That's great. See, look, this is hilarious, but it would probably get you muted because God forbid someone is joking or being edgy. Like, when I say edgy, this is such tame, mild edginess. Like, oh my God. He's not hated by everyone. Him and his content is just not welcome here. He starts making informative videos with valid points. Just because he was a little bad makes him bad permanently? Probably misbehaving wouldn't be a first. Don't open that barrel. You know what? You know what's so funny? They always say that. Oh, don't do that. Don't even get me. There's so much we could talk about. We can't. Guys, you open the barrel, you know what you're going to find? You're going to find it's empty. That's why they never open it. I'm serious. They never open the barrel because it's empty. Or if it's not empty, it'll be some screenshots of me making an edgy joke, and they're gonna be like, see, look how bad this person is. And it's like, no, we're not buying that. Holy, there's a lot going on here. Players getting banned for death threats. Yeah, the mods don't provide proof or anything. Bro doesn't know about the logs. Okay. Yeah, why don't you, like, show them? And, like, how about, like, actual, not edgy jokes? Like, show me a screenshot of me saying, this person's address is this. Go and attack them. It's never happened. This is a lot to read. And you know what? Honestly, the second part where the loot boxes is much funnier because there's a lot of memes being made about it. By the way, I should probably mention, they changed my name. So my name in World of Tanks is chems_. They changed it to renamed user. So that might be referenced later in these memes. But I think this is today, 6:55 a.m. I think maybe this is when the loot boxes were announced. It might be, I'm not too sure. But let's see here. The final nail in the coffin. September better be good. And this is an interesting thing. Not gonna lie, Chems was right in a ton of things. So this whole Watt loot box thing and Chems are entwined because of things happening at the same time. My video was released at the optimal time to provide a stark contrast between giving the player base hope for what could be and then Wargaming shattering it with these loot boxes. I called it Operation... Actually, I didn't call it this. Somebody else gave me the name and I thought it was a good name. It was incoming, I think. Operation Volley Spike. So Operation Volley Spike is a huge success. But anyway, let's look at this. Yes, this image is pretty accurate, actually. They always say we're listening for feedback and all that, and dude, how many more times are you gonna try to play this card? We're listening to your feedback, we're taking it in. No, you're not. You know, you've said this so many times, not just you, Ikaboo, but like all of Wargaming in general. You've said this so many times that people just don't believe it anymore. Are you really gonna act surprised that they're like, why are people so upset and rude and they're not constructive? Of course they're not gonna be. They have been constructive for the past, fuck knows, 10 years, and you just consistently ignore it. And then people post things like this because they just don't believe you anymore. Fuck you, Wargaming, Chems is the best and you're blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So there will always be a few people like this, a few bad actors that we're supposed to be above Wargaming. We're supposed to be the more mature, the smarter, more intellectual, the more reasonable people. And then you come and do this. Chems are the best, Chems are the best. What's going to happen? Do you think somebody's like a Wargaming mod is going to look at this and be like, oh, I guess Chems is the best? No, he's going to be like, wow, Chems has a fan base of idiots. You have to beat them by being as rational and reasonable as possible. Because these people aren't reasonable, and holy crap, it shows. The contrast is incredible. Oh, this is a good one, guys. You should meme the hell out of this. Every person has their own limit. Some people happily spend 500 euros on a bottle of perfume. Others will think 5 euros is overpriced for a can of Lynx/Axe body spray. That's right, guys. This is unironically how he justifies gambling. Gambling! There's a bit of a false equivalency here because you don't have to buy the expensive perfume. You choose to because you can afford it and you want to show off. But when you sell multi-tiered loot boxes of tanks that will most likely never make an appearance again, that's different because you are essentially saying, if you want this thing that is normally, let's say, 60 bucks, well, you actually have to spend $2,000 and you have to spend that because we will never sell it again. Don't ever say shit like this and expect people to take you seriously. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, I am a zoomer, and when I see a big wall of text, my brain just shuts off. I don't know how I made 5 hours of yapping, but... Also, please end the discussion about him and his content. The doubling down is phenomenal. The entire community is saying, hey, we don't have a problem with this person. In fact, we would like to talk about his video. And you insist that you cannot do it. and then you get 23 nerd emoji reactions and you lose all respect. Keep it up, dude. Keep it up. I'm sure this will work. I'm sure eventually people will come to realize. In reality, this person most likely doesn't care. He just doesn't want to have to moderate things, right? He's just saying, just shut up. I don't want to moderate stuff. Just stop talking about it, which is fine. You know, it's still stupid. The statement you were referring to was in fact not wide or broad. It's very clear. Discuss the ideas without name dropping the individual. Oh my god, dude. I'm not fucking Voldemort. Are you fucking kidding me? You expect people to read this and think you're a reasonable person? You can discuss the ideas without name dropping the individual. Oh, why can't I talk about the individual? Rules are rules. Stop talking about it or you're banned. You really think this is working, do you? Really? You think that's gonna work? Just like Chinese citizens can be neutral about the CCP. That's a reasonable argument. Please refrain from political comments here. Oh my god. You know, this happened to me as well. So, this is not a political comment. This is drawing a comparison to something to help you understand his point better. And because you're just a robot, you see this word, CCP, and you immediately say, no politics. I said something similar on an alt account. I said, wow, you guys have Trump derangement syndrome, but for chems. Got the exact same message. Please refrain from political comments. Amazing. They see the word Trump and their little neural network inside their little noggin is like, Trump equal politics. Politics equal bad. Fucking robots, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, here it is. Can we keep the feedback a little more constructive? We understand you may be upset over the event, but throwing rocks is not fair. Guys, Mr. Check Tower, this doesn't work anymore. Look, the face palms, the nerd emojis. We're done being reasonable. How can you expect us to be reasonable to you? And I don't mean you specifically. I mean you as in Wargaming. How can you expect us to be reasonable to Wargaming when Wargaming are not reasonable to us? Like I said, you pretend to care, and then you give us multi-tiered loot boxes after we just complained about the 3 or 4 loot boxes we've already had this year. You don't care. And I'm not surprised. I know you don't care. But stop pretending to care. As stated numerous times, we do not discuss chems or his content here. As for everything else, stop trying to gotcha me because it really won't get you anywhere. So you're a victim now. You're going to play the victim card? You stop trying to gotcha me. Stop attacking me. Stop. Nobody's trying to gotcha you. Someone makes a good argument against your case and you take it as a personal attack. You're an idiot. I'm sorry to break it to you. When you respond to reasonable people this way, they become unreasonable. And then you ban them, which makes them even less reasonable. Bro, I don't even play WOT. I'm the War Thunder player here. You might like Skills video. It's funny. You are not allowed to talk about chems, but you should watch Skills video. You guys are just incredible. Honestly, I don't know what to say. Most people are not actually that stupid. They can look at this and realize that there is quite a big discrepancy here. But it is a solution, so why not listen to it? I guess he's probably referring to something in my video. We're not discussing this. Next time you decide to ignore me, you'll be muted. You had a fair warning. Buddy, calm down with your fucking god complex over here. Dude, relax. And then people are getting timed out. Oh, here it comes. You've been banned for posting chems content after explicitly being told not to. Buddy, how do you take such blurry screenshots? Aren't like 1080p monitors the standard? Okay, whatever. When y'all hire... When are you all hiring chems to fix the game? Delete this. Like, okay, I thought it was funny at first, but he's a mod, so he could... Is this a mod? Can he delete it himself? If he can't delete it, that's actually hilarious. When are y'all hiring chems to fix the game? I don't think Wargaming could afford me. And it's not even an ego thing. It's like, if they're firing all these people and the company's going down the shitter, I don't know, man. Looking at the quality of the mods, They're not paying them enough. Actually, you should pay them less. Wargaming, you should pay your mods less until they clean up their act. You've been muted for 8 hours. Inappropriate references to Diddy after another user was verbally warned. That's hilarious. Good decision making. What? Discord mods, Ikeboo, Wargaming, and Tinville. Honestly, it's not even anti-Invil at this point. There are plenty of people in the Watt Discord complaining. We're just only seeing people in my Discord because obviously if they're in my Discord, then they're gonna post this stuff in my Discord. But really, just replace this to the Watt community right now. Like, they are just completely against us. I said chems, you've been muted for 1 day, discussing chems despite not being told to, baiting. You've been muted for 1 day, discussing... Oh, so it's, okay, multiple people. They're just they're copy and pasting their reason now. They can't even be fucked to type it. They just copy and paste it. We do not discuss chems or repost this content here. Please avoid doing so. Do you feel silly when you say this? Voldemort of World of Tanks ass. Yeah.
And who owned that wand?
We do not speak his name.
Hello, fellas. Any thoughts and opinions on the newest video put out by famous journalist and war correspondent, most famously known as Chems? Great image. Sincerely, Skill. So this is a funny meme. Wargaming will 100% falsely equivalent this to me. They're gonna say this is a Chems alt. For example, there's a streamer guy who does EPR races. His name is Svitman. Call him Shitman, but yeah. One day he banned me or banned, yeah, I think it was me. And then a bunch of people in my Discord, not my Discord, actually my clan Discord, this one right here, multiple clans, all in that. They went onto his stream and said, why did you do that? And you know, and he genuinely thought that it was my alt accounts like attacking him. Like, buddy, you are not that special. You are a nobody. I'm not logging into my alts to message you. Who the fuck are you? I don't care about you. I have lots of alts and the purpose is to just spy on Discords, but I don't talk. It's just such a complete waste of time. I'm still wondering why Chems is banned from Wargaming. Next time, it's a ban. Yeah, look at that. Back in the days, the word oxymoron would get you banned. Today, saying chems will get you in trouble. No, it'll get you banned. Like before it would get you a warning and then muted and then banned, but now it's just straight to banned. You've been banned, trolling, mentioning it. Like, you really gonna use this trolling? Really? Anybody that is reasonable is a troll. You're gonna run with that. You really think that's gonna work? Considering the age of the game is doing well. Yeah, perhaps from a certain perspective, a certain monetary perspective, it is, but the game is not doing well. Stop fucking lying to us. Just stop it. Dude, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to respond. I said CHE and some random ass mod gave me an ultimatum. Okay. You've been banned. Reason, posting anti-Semitic. Oh, this is so good. Okay, in case you didn't know, if you go in the GIFs and just type Quickie Baby. Yeah, that's the first thing that pops up. I'm like 60% sure this was made by Lord Sheen, by the way, because it just kind of seems like the type of thing he would make. And this too, to be honest. These seem like Lord Sheen creations, but I can't confirm that. Petition to give ownership of this game to the banned word. Yeah, okay, buddy, for sure. Like, that's gonna happen. This sounds really fake, given there's almost zero yeah. I said this earlier. To be clear, I did not read any of these. I'm reading these all for the first time because I was busy at work and only got to see like little snippets of this. I know, guys, I have a job. A what? CC has a job? What? Yeah, I know. You don't have to believe me, but believe this. I'm reading this all for the first time, except for little bits here and there. I occasionally glanced at my phone, but we are working faster at various things. I can assure. Yeah, keep lying. Yeah, no one cares. You've been muted. Senseless argument. Senseless argument. So what is a senseful argument? I don't know, but oh, let's see this. You've been muted indefinitely. You've been muted for 3 hours. Inciting arguments between you. Inciting? Hold on a minute. Why is arguments a bad thing? if two people have opposing viewpoints, shouldn't they be allowed to hash it out? And oh wait, no, this is 2025. Honestly, this isn't even a 2025 thing. This is like a 2020 thing, but World of Tanks so slow and stupid. They're still doing it. You've been banned. Reason rule +3 repeated severe instances of baiting, trolling, causing drama. Yeah, no one believes this, dude. Severe instances of baiting, trolling. You ask a question and the mod says stop or you're banned. You get banned and you say you were severe instances. No one believes this. It's played out. No one cares. From what I hear, you suck at your job. Damn. Oh damn. I hope Wargaming gets bought out and you get fired. I'm very flattered, but indeed, please civil blah blah. Yeah. I hope Wargaming gets bought out and you get fired. This is amazing. No stat shaming Wargaming employees, guys. You cannot stat shame Wargaming employees. So the people that make decisions on how the game is being developed, you can't actually criticize them for being bad at the game that they're supposed to be developing. See, they may have bad stats, but they understand the game. Apparently. Don't you mean Mr. Renamed User? Yeah, so, yeah, like I said, my account is renamed user now. So, I guess when you refer to me, instead of saying chems with an underscore like this, you can just go renamed user with an underscore. At least Jensen has twinks. SWAT doesn't have twinks in its loot boxes. I don't care if the Seaman is racist or not. He has good ideas, so I wouldn't mind him taking over. You know what? This is how 99.9999% of people are. Quite honestly. It's like, okay, you might have said some things that are not so good or whatever, but you have good ideas? Fine. You don't believe me? Look at Kanye. You have been banned, reason trolling. Of course. No, it's a polite way of telling. Stop insulting your player base then. Yeah. Let's see here. You've been muted. Stat shaming. Oh, here comes the memes. When I'm in a cope and bootlicker competition and my opponent is Ikaboo. We do not discuss chems, nor do we repost this content here. The classic Discord mod react, as you can see here. There doesn't seem to be any consistency here. Some people get timed out for 30 minutes, an hour, 24 hours, a week, banned, castrated. Let's see here. Oh, Ray. Oh, yeah, this guy. Oh, you can tell, anime profile pic. You know whatever he's going to say is going to be fucking complete nonsense. 2 minutes slow mode. This is beyond laughable. Won't calm this debate down. I did it. Glad you liked it. Guys, this is grade 1. It's like, I did it. I know you are, but what am I? You like it. I know you like it. What? Shut up. You've been muted for 12 hours, spam trolling. See, this is what I don't get. 1 hour, 24 hours, 12 hours, just doing it based on whatever. You didn't ban, but you timed out 30 people who gave opinion. Which 30 people? Do you have their name? Wow. It's a hyperbole. It's an exaggeration. He's saying, you timed out a lot of people who tried to give their opinions. It got deleted. Final reaction scores. So someone posted this person here. It got huge support, and then some mod, maybe Ikaboo, deleted it. Yeah, that's sure gonna make people like you more, dude. From what I hear, you suck at your job, timed out for 24 hours. Yep, makes sense. Stop Wargaming from exploiting with loot boxes. Sign a petition. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This isn't gonna really do anything, but whatever. Banned trolling. So, are we not allowed to have like playful humor? Some trolling is mean, and other trolling is not so bad, right? I wouldn't really consider this that bad. Like, I know what it's trying to say, but toxicity. Yeah, guys, you're being toxic. See, you're trolling, you're talking about chems, and you're being toxic. All for basically saying, hey, why can't we talk about chems? Hey, these loot boxes are bad. This message was deleted. Why? By reactions, it seems like people enjoyed it. That's what I'm saying. It's feedback too, you know. Hey, actually, it is feedback. You know, Ikaboo, you talk about caring about people's feedback. You get feedback, albeit in the form of, you know, kind of a mean joke, but you just delete it and then expect people to just forget that it existed. Tarred cells? I have never seen this word before. Look, I thought I was a fake cell, but these guys are tarred cells. Being offended by Matt's name's crazy work. Yeah, kind of is. Toxicity comes from frustration, which Wargaming harbors by giving players zero transparency, constantly shoving loot boxes in the throat. It doesn't matter if you're frustrated or not. Toxicity and harassment is never okay. Fine, true, but what you determine as toxicity and harassment is completely up to your own discretion. If someone says chems, you claim that they're baiting or trolling or something. No matter what you feel, if you can't say criticism without being toxic and abusive, then go for therapy to learn how to control your emotions. Yeah, therapy. Yeah, that ought to do it. Sell Wargaming to, oh no, you can't say that word. Yeah, I bet you were. I bet you were. All the good things are on this. It's probably removed. Hey guys, I need your opinion. This or this Honda Civic or all the Prime loot box tags. Oh boy, what a decision, dude. But yeah, really, when you look at it from this perspective, it's like, would you like this tank? Like, for example, the MBT, which is worse than the Foch B, for 1,500 euros, or a fucking car? Yeah. When you make a comparison like that, it's pretty cut and dry what the right decision is. Please watch Kensuya. I've watched it, though threatening to spam is not the way to do it. I've actually gotten this a lot from several Wargaming members, and maybe I'll show it later, but it's 5 hours long almost. Every single one of them has skipped specifically to the prune Wargaming part, where I talk about Ikabu or other Wargaming staff members. That is the only part of the video they watched. And I can tell by how they talk. When they say, oh yeah, I watched the video, a lot of it was personal opinions about CCs and it was wrong. It's like, no, that was about a 10-minute segment of that video. That video was almost 5 hours, and you just said a 10-minute segment represents the entire video. You just gave away that you didn't watch it. And I don't expect you to watch all 5 hours of it, but listen, don't watch 10 minutes of it and say, I watched the whole thing. This is my 2 cents. Shut up. Hey, what's up, guys? Critical here. Shit, piss, cum, fart, poop, moist. Here's the commonly held opinion, and this is my grass is green take. Fart, poop. The Wargaming situation is pathetic. Yeah, I'm fucking around. I thought of this thing. When people who watch Critical, when they turn 18, they graduate from Critical to Asmongold. That's what I think. You've been banned. Posting chems content. Yeah, this is how it is. When you do this to rational people, you radicalize them. What do you think this person is going to think of Wargaming now after doing this? And the funniest part is that you don't have to do this to very many people before the word spreads around and you've tarnished your reputation. Although I don't think Wargaming has any reputation left to tarnish. I get that there's efforts being made, but the fact is zero communication. Okay, I do agree communication part will help. Yeah, no one believes you. Please watch. I've watched it. Threatening to spam. Oh, 6x. You know, it's crazy. Even they realize you didn't watch the video. You didn't. When I'm in a power tripping competition and my opponent is a walk court mod, if this meme is deleted, doesn't that sort of prove his point? I don't know if it was deleted, but if it was, yeah. Good one. Talking to a brick wall. Hello, I require a developer. Oh, Elon Musk. Oh my God. The troll. I can't believe this was deleted. It's so obviously a joke. Elon Musk says, I require a developer account with all your best text. United States will reward you greatly. I also require preferential matchmaking against a bunch of bot players. It makes it look like a, hey, look, a reference to the what happened in real life. Thank you for your compliance. And it was deleted. Someone actually make like a very creative joke, and most communities would be like, that's funny, nice one. I'm gonna pin it. The what Discord? Deleted. Whoa. Okay, weirdo. Goes on his Instagram, pulls this out. I don't think this is doxing because he named his account Ikabu. Okay, I think I can show this. We've not banned anyone for giving feet. Guys, laugh at this. Fish react fish react this user. Yeah, giving feedback. Dude, are you so dense and you lack so much self-awareness that someone brings you my video and says, hey, look, here's good feedback, articulated in a good way with visuals and everything. It's well put together. It's far better than, like a big wall of text Discord message. It's actually a very neatly made video. We even time-stamped it to whatever we're trying to point. And then you ban them and delete the video. And then you say you're not banning people for giving feedback. Do you think anybody falls for this, dude? Nobody falls for this. It doesn't work. And you want to know why nobody falls for it? Because your Discord's currently on fire. I don't know how more obvious it could be. This is amazing. I don't purposely be arrogant all the time, but when you're constantly making judgments and inferences and you're proven right 95% of the time, it does get to your head. I'm not going to lie to you. It gets to your head. What did you think of the idea for a non-stat tracked full-time game mode? Can you give me an example before I answer? And then right here, I watched it. Give me an example. If you watched it, you would have seen the example. I honestly don't believe that. So I was right. He didn't watch it. He only watched a very small section of it that was probably talking about him. And again, let me repeat myself. I don't expect everybody to watch 5 hours of WOD, okay? I honestly, I don't expect it. But don't say you watched it when you didn't. Banned for telling Ikabu to watch Chem's video to actually start fixing the game. But the reason was trolling. You're being trolled, dude. I know this word is thrown around a lot, but it does display narcissistic personality disorder. But look, Reddit therapist, Reddit psychiatrist, whatever. Yeah, okay, fine. Then you know what not to add if there really is a huge backlash at blank implementation. That's a trick question. Hold on, let me just read this. You know what? This isn't wrong. Changing the game system can lead to foundational shift in the game that can lead to problems. This is actually one of the main reasons of why I think Wargaming doesn't remove artillery. It's too big of a change. He's actually not wrong here, okay? Credit where credit is due. You don't always want to do exactly what everybody says because there could be unforeseen consequences, right? Hindsight is 2020. Fine. I think I got IP banned. All Discord bans, in case you don't know, are IP bans. It's just how Discord works. Get yourself a VPN. Or if you really want to remain hidden, get yourself a VPS. Because if you have a VPN and you connect to a Wargaming server or support, it also shows your service provider. But if you're using a VPN, it actually shows the name of the VPN as your service provider. So Wargaming will know that you are using a VPN. And that's why making an Argentina account with a VPN doesn't work. Now, what you want to do is use a VPS. What is it? It's more technical. It's effectively just a server. It's got a normal IP. The service provider is the actual genuine service provider, not some VPN company. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. 1,000 dislikes. We topped 1K. I think it's going to be a lot higher than that. In fact, let's see. It's at 2.6. World of Tanks. Roll out the checkbook. Yep. That's how it is. Banned trolling. Banned chems trolling. Okay, we're getting a little more specific here. Oh my god. That's it, boys. This is it. Every person has their own blah, blah, blah. It's gambling. Yeah. This is your justification for gambling. Yeah. Good, nice one, Ikabu. Nice. Guys, watch this on your own. I'm not going to steal his viewers. Go watch this on your own. Oh, both and the target from someone's vendetta. Dude, again with the victim complex. I told everybody, I don't know you. I have nothing against you. Everybody else has a problem with you. And look, you had to watch 4.5 hours to get to that part. It's really isn't important. Yeah. Like, this is a losing game, dude. Eek, just stop talking. Just stop talking. You're digging yourself deeper, okay? It's not working. This is, you know, I don't speak poor, so I don't know what's being said here. A smile. Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, anti-Semitic featuring. Yeah, okay. Yeah, dude. You're really doing God's work here. What do you think of the player that's going to pick both tier 10s for free, blah, blah, blah? Stop trying to justify it, dude. It's not working. Your brain only has one tier. Fucking ratioed. Oh, rage baiting. So it's not chems trolling. Now it's rage baiting. Banned my alt for asking how many boxes to win. No prior messages at all. You're a chems alt, duh. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. He copied my name one for one. Like, this is the exact name it renamed to. You've been banned. Trolling. Yep, of course. I wonder, do you get paid for dealing with this? Nope, he does it for free, guys. He fucking does it for free. He's a Discord mod. C stands for concerns about the game. H stands for honesty that we all desperately need right now. E stands for equality for the rich and poor. M stands for more rewards than the well-deserved rewards. S stands for savior of our beloved game. 22 upvotes or thumbs ups or whatever. I'm sure this will be deleted soon. See, yeah. They will look at this and they will say chems has incited or told people to IRL threats. Guys, you can't blame everything on me. I'm not your scapegoat. Okay, this is self-inflicted. You did this to yourself. Take some accountability. The tier design they have is meant to exploit. There's nothing beneficial to it. It's merely just trying to obfuscate. Thank you for boosting the server. Someone boosted this. Okay, pregnant. I've seen this a lot lately when I was glancing. Rip, you could have gotten 2 boxes for this money. Or maybe even 2 tier 10s. Ah, yes. The appeal of gambling. If you are being rude, uncivil, or toxic in the context of the chat, this will happen. Look, your definition of rude, uncivil, or toxic is completely biased in your favor and against me. Or any criticism towards you, honestly. Yeah, no one cares. No one believes this. Yep. Keep trying, dude. Keep trying. You're just gonna get nerd and clown reacts over and over again. Keep trying. I'm sure it'll work out the 400th time you try it. Oh. Yeah. Look. Remember in my Watt video, I said I simply show everybody what they themselves say. Like, they said it all on their own accord, and I'm forcing them to be held accountable to what they said. And you can see it's happening right here. I didn't tell everybody to hate Ikeboo and everybody started hating Ikeboo. They came to it on their own based on the messages he himself posted. Got it? Good. Join the boycott. Save the community. What costs more? Studio apartment in Vancouver? Or actually, I don't know. That's a good comparison. Oh boy, yappage. There's this one guy, one being capitalized. There's this one guy on YouTube with very constructive and detailed feedback, nearly 5-hour video. I do recommend to check him out. Chems Glaze Train. If someone shows support for something they like and you immediately say you're glazing, no one's gonna take you serious. This is like that nerd in class trying to say the right thing to try and fit in with the cool kids. Like, guys, look at the chems glazers. Am I right, guys? Hey, am I right? Right, chems glaze. Shut up. Oh my god. They actually delete my when they say you can talk about him, they're not using my name. They're referring to me as him. So you can use language that refers to me without actually saying my name, unless it's this. For some reason, you can't say renamed user 1013105231. You cannot do that. Play one match of what? Do Fent. YouTube recommends page. Oh, look at that. Recommended. Oh, look. This thing is probably blowing up right now. Maybe I should do a part 2 of this. It's not gaslighting. You don't have to believe it. It's the first time you try. Yeah, I don't care. Banned for trolling. Dude, the amount of people getting banned for having an opinion is crazy. Just wanted to point out for you guys from moderation, muting, banning people who point out things you do wrong is not a good damage control action. True. The only thing this will bring on yourself will be further outrage and people who focus on gaslighting and lies rather than constructive criticism. You brought that on yourselves, and instead of dealing with it, you run away. If my PR department worked like that, I would have been bankrupt a long time ago. Instead of muting, banning, focus on responses. If you can't respond because you don't know how, just ignore it. Good luck. Yeah, that's what I said, dude. Stop responding. You're just digging yourself deeper. Sorry you got to deal with this when you guys had little time to prepare for the shitstorm, from what it appears. How would you prepare for this? Actually, think about that for a moment. Let's use our big brain here. That implies that you are predicting that there would be massive fallout from these changes, which implies you knew that they would be bad, which means you knew the community wouldn't like it, which means you did listen to their you saw the feedback, you chose to ignore it. If we had time to prepare for the shitstorm of releasing something that you think is good for the game. Yeah, you fucked up saying that. You fucked up big time. Prepare? Wargaming, please fire Ikaboo! I don't want to leave my team alone here handling this. I know, you guys are just victims, dude. Oh man, look at all this. Oh, I'll have to deal with all this. Oh, woe unto me. Yeah, you're not getting any sympathy from anyone.
A grave! Am I really gonna defile this grave for money? Of course I am! Jackpot!
Yeah. This tank has been in the game files for a very, very long time. In fact, let me just do something for a moment. We are on tanks GG. Let's go by compare tanks, add tank, a British heavy at tier 10 from 917. Yeah, look at that. It's been in the game since 917. Yeah. You've been banned for trolling, as per usual. Oh, Adolf von Ikaboo. Please watch the video. Don't use negative tactics of money because it gives you no profit in the end of the year. I've seen your financial statements, even with Boop. I'm not sure if... have you? Really? I'd like to see that. If it's deleted, I'll post it over and over. Then you'll get banned for spamming and baiting and trolling and committing a genocide, I guess. Banned. Even Blitz is on fire. Damn. Yeah, your feedback matters. Found at Wargaming headquarters. Dude, the pregnant man react. That's gonna be like the go-to for Eek, I think. Oh man, they're going at it. You guys really think people here have 20 IQ or what? Yep. You've been banned, starting job and not providing constructive criticism. What's in the box? Another box! Yeah. We don't even get paid. So whatever you want to believe about us is likely wrong. Wow, they don't even get paid, guys. They do it for free. They got the sword next to their name. We're moderators. We fight to defend you. Fuck me, man. Wargaming Glazers, zip Wargaming pants up when you're done. You will enjoy the $1,600 loot boxes. Disgusting, filthy company. 30 upvotes. Fix corridor map design and make the game playable. Ooh, haha, shiny box. Ooh. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time Ikaboo uses a BS excuse, I do one push-up. Operation Pandora. Yeah, buddy, boy, you opened Pandora's box. You fucking nailed that one. Now, we have good moderators to keep the conversation on track and civil. There is one word that if I say gets me insta-banned, and it's not because it's a slur, but because he's right. You have received a warning. Reason death threats?
So death threats is a warning, but talking about chems is a ban?
Loot boxes and loot boxes and loot boxes and loot boxes. Yeah. Yeah. Purple watt cord dudes. Hey, did you actually watch this video for suggestions? I have to assume you know who I'm talking about. I did. Did you have anything particular in mind? I like proof that you actually watched it. Name one of the tier 11s he suggested. Okay, he did actually see it. Or maybe he... 456? 4:57, 4:58, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 3 minutes. Eekaboo, did you open up my video and click there in the middle of the conversation? Eekaboo. You wouldn't know that these are from Less Than War Thunder unless you actually watch it. I don't know. Okay, whatever. It's over, Eekaboo. I have the entire player base. You underestimate loot boxes. It's true. We do underestimate loot boxes. Also, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. What's my profile pic? There's 2 people in it. Well, inside chems, there are 2 names. One is Neil deGrasse Tyson, and the other is King Von. Do with this information what you will. Gotcha. Look, I was messing with you, alright? I don't have a bug fix and turbo game solution. It was just a joke. But what I do have for you is tiered loot boxes, which definitely aren't a joke. Fancy taking a look at it? I'm very flattered, but bitch answer. I like this big dick energy, dude. Just bitch answer. Yep. Banned for trolling. Good night. No one wishes you a good night, bro. Oh. Brainwashed Watt Cords trying to seek the truth. The Great Watt Reform. Watt Cord mods banning everything around it into oblivion. Yeah. To be fair, I don't think this is a conspiracy that it's like, we don't want you to see this video. I think it's just, we don't like chems. I don't think it's any deeper than that, to be honest. Watt Reform is the... You've been banned. Reason trolling. Yeah. This is actually 100% accurate. I will consider change my review to positive if Wargaming stops being blah blah blah. Gives their ownership to chems. Bro, please, will you stop defending them? Holy shit, why do you keep going? That's what I'm saying, man. Question, what are you doing it for? What does this fucking mean, man? Wow, they made it a blocked word, guys. You could join the server. Who is chems? Blocked word. Wargaming's scared of him. We do not want any connection to matters of their persona, but the idea is some can be racist, and we are, as human beings, against such hateful speech. What the fuck are you talking about? You watch the video and your conclusion is that I'm racist? 5 hours of what? And that's your conclusion. Just fuck off times 1,000, dude. Part of it comes down to monetization is not... Shut up. Shut up. This is multi-tiered gambling loot boxes. Just shut the fuck up. Part of it comes down to monetization. Dude. You're not fooling anyone! Community team spotted. Pregnant react them. Banned, banned, banned. Yeah, makes sense. Did you really ban me for talking about... Come on, man. Your president is Trump. Americans are so... Hey! Don't you dare talk shit about America or Trump. You sissy son of a bitch. Also, you're literally French. In fact, speaking of which, let me just... dented. Here, there we go. There. That ought to do it. Did you look at that petition? Dog shit. Okay. Look, again, they'll look at this and be like, chems inside it. This is not me, dude. This is all your own actions coming back for you. They hated Jesus because he told them the truth. Yep. On my way to leave a pregnant... I saw this one earlier today. Yeah. Apparently this is the thing they're going to do now. Oh, there it is. Tired of loot boxes? Try our latest invention, loot spheres. Yeah, wow, Wargaming, you really got us there. How much you think this is like intentional? Like they're like, see, what if we made it circular because it is not a box and then the loot sphere? Yeah, this is. I'll do a video on these later, but yeah, these tanks are just not worth it, dude. Not even the MBT is worth it. Another voice of reason. Max Gaming FPS, another voice of reason. He's like an educated quickie baby, right? He he looks like an English gentleman, and he's articulate, and he's an educated quickie baby for people of higher IQ. I don't think you should be catching all the heat. You didn't launch this. One day the community will understand that work with us, not against us. Yeah, here's the problem, is that you defend it fiercely, and then you ban people who disagree with you and call them inciting arguments or whatever, and then just the name chems gets brought up, and you're not a victim. Stop pretending to be a victim. You're not a victim. This is all your own actions coming back to you. Comes with the job. You're not being paid. I know half of them would chickened out and the other changed their tone if it was real life too. Yeah, dude, if you had a mob of 100 people yelling at you, you would shut the fuck up very quickly. You would. You would. There's no way you would be talking all this mad shit in front of 100 people yelling at you with pitchforks. This is what I mean. Complete lack of self-awareness. Yeah, I saw this earlier. Minus the racism at the end. Racism? What's the racism? The joke where I said 109 countries? You say that's racist? Keep giving us labels, dude. No one cares anymore. These labels mean nothing. They're so played out, no one cares. Dad, please stop gambling my college funds.
Excuse me, was you saying something?
You can't tell me nothing. Kanye, the GOAT. Yeah. Let's not draw any Kanye chems comparisons. They're a bit too obvious. Don't do it. You know what? I'm wondering, did Wargaming ban my account? They already renamed it, but did they ban it? Because it's not hard for someone who is of low intelligence to look around and see, oh, a lot of big fiery mess happening in the Watt Discord, right? There's a bunch of drama and trolling, and Chems is mentioned a lot. He must have incited it. We should ban him as punishment. Yeah. Well, first of all, the only thing stopping me from leaking NDA tanks and other material is the threat of being banned. But anyway, let's see if Wargaming has banned my account. Alright, have I been banned? No, I haven't been banned. Synchronizing equipment consumables, they haven't banned me yet. Although, to be fair, it usually takes maybe 1 or 2 days before they ban me. So it could be coming. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, look. Renamed user. Nice one. Nice. But yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.